Welcome guys, Team Bolt. Asanteni sana. I am sitting here with Sarah Atieno Onyango's family, and I just promised that I was going to look for them. We will sit down and we just have to do more about them. People have been asking us questions, about Sarah, and without much ado, I want to give Mark, who is the husband, to introduce himself before Sarah onge.
Okay guys, I'm Mark. I'm the head of this family, as you can see. Sarah and Oscar. I'm the father to Oscar, the husband to Sarah, that we have been helping you people, and through the help of God and you people and Kevin, I really appreciate you people. I didn't see it coming through, but through your help and through the help of God, we have managed, and I say thank you so much. I'm so much grateful.
Wow. I just need to confess that for the first time when I was talking nikiongea na Sarah, when she reached out to me, I didn't know alikuwa na family by the way. I didn't know. I came to know somewhere in the middle, and without much ado, Sarah is here with us. Sarah, uko aje?
Niko poa.
Sasa una feel aje kwanza?
Siko mbaya.
Hauko mbaya?
Siko mbaya, just a little pain, but I'm okay.
Yes. Wow. Let people know you. Who is Sarah? A mother of one. A wife of one.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is my family. I'm a mother of one, Oscar here. Yeah, God willing, maybe 8 in future. 8. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe 8 in future.
Yeah.
So how was it, Sarah? How was it in the hospital? You know, I think you reached out to, and I don't want to take credit saying you reached out to Kevin. You reached out to the Bold family after being in the hospital for some time. Maybe just tell us what exactly, how did things run there? Kulikuwa aje? Or let me start here. When did you get to the hospital?
Okay, I started dealing on March, early March. It's roughly 7 months down the line. When trying to reach in Kenyatta was my third referral from Mama Lucy to Radiant in Pangani, then to Kenyatta. It was a long journey. Actually, I didn't know I would be here. But I really thank God for this far. It was a journey. It was a very big journey.
When you're leaving the house, maybe because sometimes people don't even know, you don't even know what is the problem. When you're leaving the house going to the hospital, did you guys know really what you were dealing with?
For me, no. What I knew, because I had gone to these small hospitals, but what I was told, it was like I had a low blood. By then I didn't know anything to do with the blood. It has never affected any of my family. So they told me what to eat and some drugs. Then I came and relaxed.
Ulikuja home too?
Yeah, I came back home for like 1 week again. Then this thing, it was growing. I didn't know, but now nguvu ilikuwa inaisha. But I could not get it until when I go to bathroom to bathe. That's when I discovered I could not even take a shower because I could not stand now for a long time. Yeah, then I go to hospital again. They told me I was told it was I had a blood infection. So they were treating blood infection. It was treated for some days, for 3 days. Then on the 3rd day, that doctor told me, no, we can't do this. We have to give you a referral. So when I was given a referral, I went to another facility. Then what I didn't know is that they were now starting another process. but I was so tired, so I decided to come back with the medicines I was given in that previous hospital, so that I take and see how I will wake up the following day. So the following day when I woke up, actually I could not wake up. I went again to another hospital. There they took another bloods, they tested, and it was 5.4 now from 7. The first hospital it was 7.
Blood count.
Yeah, but I didn't know anything. I didn't even.
It can't strike your mind that the difference in the blood count is an abnormal.
Now that's now when after the 7 units to 5.4, that's when now I also now became serious about now the blood, what's happening. Then that doctor told me instead of putting me in that hospital to give the money, because it was a private hospital, they won't do that. It's rather I go to Mama Lucy for blood transfusion, because what I need urgently is that. So I had to go to Mama Lucy. My brother came and picked me there. Oh, you know, my husband doesn't work in Nairobi. He's in Nyeri.
Oh, Mark, you work in Nyeri?
Yes, I work in Nyeri.
What do you do in Nyeri?
I'm a pump attendant in a petrol station. Okay, let me take you back before Sarah continues. It has been a long journey since last year. She started on March, but I think there's something that she's leaving. Me, it has been so much heavy for me since last year. Last year it was my mother-in-law, her mom, who was very sick, and we brought her to the city to try for treatment.
Huku Nairobi. Ambapo tulijaribu sana, tulingangana, haikuwezekana. We lost her on January. Then we buried her on January. This year,
the same year. Then on February, when we thought that things are now, the will of God has happened, then boom, Sarah started illness in March.
So it seems, Sarah, this has been a roller coaster. You sent off your mother in January, then in February.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you guys feel things were just unfair to you?
It reached a point when I was like, it is too much for me. I was to give up, but something came to my mind that before you give up, guys, you should know that why did you start something? Why did you held on the first place before you give up? And then I realized that when God gives you life, He knows that you are very strong to live it. So I just decided that it has come my way. I'll fight it to the end.
Wow. I'm telling you,
you people, you made it easy for me. I saw that I'm capable, and I've made it.
Let me take you back a bit. So you say you work in Nyeri as an attendant in a petrol station.
Yeah.
Unauza mafuta kwa petrol station.
Yeah.
So that is in terms of, that is job or professional, or what is your profession?
Professionally, I'm a public health officer. I trained like a public health officer.
But why not?
But after my graduation, I realized that with our institutions, they say that you must be registered with a board or an organization, any board of that your profession. So I realized that I'm not registered. So when I went for registration, they told me there is a fee that you have to pay. So it came a challenge because I have a family to raise. I have some dependent the people who depend on me. So I was like saving kidogo ndio nipate hiyo pesa niende nimalize na registration.
So after graduating the public health, inamaanisha you need still to register with the body for you to go and practice.
Yes.
And there is a cost to that registration.
There is a cost for you to be registered. You have to pay for registration, and they have to test you.
How much?
Right now it is around 20,000. Of which also I appreciate Team Bold. You have stood with me through the sickness of my wife, and when I shared with somebody called Sarah, she wanted to know. There's a mom who called Sarah. She wanted to know more about our family. Then Sarah shared out, and immediately she paid for.
Wow.
And I really appreciate.
Wow. Wow,
Thank
wow.
you very much.
She paid for the 20,000.
She paid for the 20,000.
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
only waiting for the advertisement. Then I will go and.
Oh
sit
my
for
goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you,
Sarah, before Mark picked it up, and he has just told me something that has just blown my mind. You are taking us through the journey to realize that you had an infection, and first I want to say on behalf of the Bold family that we share the sympathies of losing a mother sometime before going down. But as I once said in the hospital, that perhaps you were 6 months in the hospital is a time and opportunity for you to rise above and to know that nothing happens out of
And I was taken now to Radiant. At Radiant, those people tried, because when I was half dead actually, because I didn't have any platelets, no white, no red. They were totally 0. The full count was 3. From my waist coming down was dead, but upside at least I was feeling, but you know, when you sleep you could not even feel any pain. The pain comes when you try to move your body. That's when the pain came. So these people really tried. They gave me transfusion, they even added me platelets, but things did not work well. Then they took me for some tests again, of which after that, when we came back, I was isolated. So I got so worried. Why am I being isolated? What's wrong with me? Nobody was telling me what's happening. I was taken to my own room. Then the following day, doctors, the way they do come to patrol in the morning, they came and then they went out. Then the nurse came and told me, call your family, we are giving you another referral. So that's when I was now finished. So I called my husband. I was sent to go and buy some medicine from Mpisha. So I called him not to buy that medicine, to come. So he came. After coming, he was told that I'm taken to Kenyatta. So we did what we paid, and they wrote us the referral. They even chose us a doctor. They gave us a doctor from Radiant. They had already planned everything. Yeah, so we just went to Kenyatta. So you know, by then I could not go without blood. It was like water. 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Without that, I could not even breathe.
So how did you need for blood? You mobilized people to donate?
Yeah.
You mobilized
my friends donated for me. I'm really thankful to you guys. I don't know how to appreciate you, but God in heaven is really watching over you. So these people came, they donated blood at Kenyatta. So the main reason they were referring me to Kenyatta, they were saying there is where the bank, the home bank of blood.
Yes.
Yeah, so in case of any emergency, it's ready. Than Radiant. Yeah. So we went to Kenyatta, got the admission, taken to my ward. Yeah, but things were not really good. What I saw death. Actually, I saw death. There was nothing I was seeing apart from death. I had already given him my pin.
You gave him your pin?
Yeah, by M-Pesa pin, in case there's something there, he can take.
Like how does it feel when your wife is telling you, I want to take the pin and the account number?
But
what do you think?
By then, we lost hope. Even me, let me just confess that I lost hope. And I already started to familiarize myself by being a single dad. I already lost hope. Let me just confess before her.
You lost
hope. When doctors are treating a disease that they don't know, if you ask them what is happening with my wife, they're telling you, even us, we don't understand. We are adding her blood, but she's losing. When we test blood count, she's down. And then I asked them, so will she survive? the doctor answered me, told me that the question you are asking me, you should ask yourself, are you sure of your tomorrow? You yourself, are you sure of your tomorrow? Then I saw like ni kitu haiwezekani, ugonjwa haijulikani, anaongezwa damu inapotea.
Sir, I want to get to you. I want to get to you over something, and I think I need to make a confession that you tried reaching me not once, not twice, and you remember, like in this space, there are many people who have numbers. There are people who reached out, and I think it took me like 1 month, even now, to say, okay, fine, let me listen. I remember you did a text. I read the text. I saw it, but okay, there is a time you called me in the night, then I didn't pick. Then when I woke up in the morning, I said, okay, now I think I need to pick this call. This was somewhere, I think it was around July. So at that moment, what was running in your mind in terms of like this bill, where had it reached?
Oh, you know, I tried reaching you when it was still around 500,000, but I could not get you. Actually, I tried many places to get help. I did not get.
While in the hospital? Yeah,
while in hospital, because where now the bill has reached, I had no otherwise but now to start looking for help. So when I tried reaching you, I lost hope because you were not even responding. So I lost hope on that, but I was really trying, and I told God, because you know, there I was even in oxygen, things were not good. Actually, I had even turned yellow. Everybody that saw me did not see a future or a next day in me. You know that. So losing hope, I don't know how I can say it, but
I will just tempted to ask this. Apart from this family here, there is an extended family on his side, on your side, and I just want to figure out. Kwanza, where is home?
I'm from Siaya.
Siaya.
Yes.
Yes. Sarah, where is home?
Yes, Siaya.
Siaya. And I am also from Siaya. So destiny brought us together, and imagine we've spoken all along and we've never reached the point of knowing where is someone coming from.
Essentially.
That is so great. How about family on your end? Just like all family on your end?
Yeah, just to clear on the bill still. So you know, when I was trying reaching you, it's like I didn't have a family, in quotes, because I was not seeing any family when coming for a visit. Yeah, I have brothers. I still have my father. Of which, he remarried after, he's home. He remarried just like a month or two after.
Is it the terror that I know, just remarrying?
He remarried.
But like you lost your mom?
Yeah, I lost my mom.
When did he remarry? After your mom's death?
You know, around 1 month after burial or two. Just because I remember while in hospital, I didn't know. I called and she received. Then she told me, oh, I am your mom. Okay. So I was like,
okay, I am tempted
but,
not.
That's good, because if she's keeping my dad company, we thank God.
I am tempted not to pursue that line because they are our parents.
Yeah.
But okay, the truth is that was too fast.
Yeah.
Take me through the
family. So you know, to my family, I told you from that first hospital to Mama Lucy, my brother came. All along, he was.
I need to do a disclaimer. Kindly, just hold on, guys. In the background, the usual noisemaker Kayla is there, and she cannot give me peace to make the service. So just bear with us. Let's continue.
Yeah. So we were with them in the Mama Lucy, to Radiant, and to Kenyatta. So there's something, you just know family, how the family behaves. These my brothers, I'm very sorry to say, like, they also never saw a future in me. So,
they abandoned me.
Yeah. So what they were doing behind me, no.
What happened? Is it so deep, family, that...
Okay, what happened? they were coming up with some ideas. When they saw it is not coming through, they were saying like their sister is going to die. So they were advising me that this one it will not happen. So instead of wasting money here and the bills, let her take her to the people of prayers and such things. So
they wanted you to remove Sarah to come out of the hospital to go.
So when I told them that let us just pray for her when she's on hospital, our God will just hear our prayers. Even if she's in hospital, let us just send our prayers.
Was there a problem in the bill or the fact that Sarah's condition?
Okay, they were saying that bills will inflate, but at long last we will lose her. So instead of just putting her there, let us just remove her from hospital.
How worse did it get, Sarah?
It's sometimes very painful to me because even if sickness is something that comes, actually I didn't know I would be where I was. It is something that's just got me. So this family of mine, they were to stand by me. In fact, they were the people who would be giving my friends and me and my family hope to live. So after contradicting with what was happening, I was in oxygen, remember that?
Yes.
So we were wondering, like, from oxygen to toke hosi, ningefika wapi Kevo? Ningefika wapi? I could not go without blood. I could not go without water. I could not survive without that oxygen. Sincerely. So now they took it. I don't know how they took it, but now they disowned us. So now they even wanted Mark to disappear out of my life because he has not taken dowry. So he's a nobody. He's a nobody to them and to me.
Oh, so sad.
So it was so painful. I really went through hell.
Sarah, from what I can see here is you were left alone. It seems you were left alone. But sometimes
alone.
we blame the societies we come on. Guys, you can't leave someone simply because of a dowry. At the end of the day, there is life after that dowry.
Yeah, I remember the painful part. I remember when my brother came. When he came to the hospital and he was questioning Mark so many questions. But I had strength and I only asked him. My neighbors were even in the hospital on that day. I just asked him one question. Why couldn't you wait? I get here, we go home. Because if it is a matter of home, we can finish it after hospital. See, lazima ikwe hosi. Like, the neighbors were also surprised. Which kind of a family is this? Somebody is lying there, cannot move. You are coming here with other stories. Dowry. So the pen they got that he wrote himself as a next of kin, of which he was the next of kin because he was the one. The whole month he was with me. He left the job. I could not move. Even taking a bath, I could not. He was the one showering me, taking me back to bed. So who was to write himself as a next of kin? Could they do that to me? Sincerely talking.
What?
Could they do that to me?
What? Huh? I have to say that even when I was to start, I had not known the other side of this. Honestly, when you shared, and I remember coming to the hospital, and even when I came and saw you, and I remember Mark, by that time, I think when Mark came, I didn't even know Mark was the husband by then. And later I came to realize he was, and I was telling him that I think he's one of the strongest men standing around. He's one of the strongest men because it is not that easy to stand through that. And by that time, you had not seen your son for quite some time.
Yeah, my son, I left him taking tea when I was taken to hospital. By then, I had a daughter to my sister who also passed away 2011. So when Mark, he's in Nyeri, and then the daughter of my sister who is in Form 4 right now. Now they had to go to my brother's place because that was the safest place, you see. So my son was there, and all that month I could not see him. They could not even bring this boy to Radiant because Radiant angeletwa. Kenyatta ndiye angeletwa. Yeah, they refused. I just saw him that yesterday when I went for him.
Okay.
So but I
really pray that at the end of it you still embrace yourself as a family and forgive them, because I think forgiving them is part of your healing. Sarah, I am so interested to know something. I remember when I was going through, I decided to come to Kenyatta to oversee the discharge process, because I also wanted to maybe assess what is happening. And the doctor told me that, and that's why you could not do the interview immediately after coming to the hospital, that you really needed some rest, and even if you had to do some work, the situation is a bit management. So what do you think? Because Mark is in Nyeri and you're staying here, I should think that if you guys are closer, it's better because you need a lot of monitoring. What do you think would make things on your end?
Sincerely, I don't know what's going to happen.
Can you go back to the work? Is the work there?
Oh, as we talk now, it's very impossible for me to get back to work. I still have pain in my leg. You do know the side effects. So I can't walk for a long distance. I can't do some heavy job. So I just have to be at home for now, unless maybe for...
After some time.
Yeah, after some time. Or, you know, you don't know how these things work. You can't predict how you will feel the next day. It is only that we are now living by faith to see the next day. Yeah, but maybe God willing, if we get even a business to do, because that one you can even do seated. Because when we talk of Nyeri, we have to weigh. If we go to Nyeri, no, they just staying in a small house. So, and then transferring everything, and then into it na shule. You know, things, the changing environment at once is so difficult. It is something you have to sit down and think of what to do. Because even when I say I go home, I can't go home because clinic is after 2 weeks.
You still go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Clinic?
After 2 weeks, yeah.
After every 2 weeks? Every
2 weeks. So even when I go to Nyeri or go back to home, it's very difficult to me, sincerely. I can't manage that.
Oh, and that means if you, remember when the doctor was saying that you will still be going back, and when you go back, it's a bit of maintenance.
Yeah.
So when you go back, do you use NHIF card?
No,
or
that's
what?
now the worst part, because they don't accept now NHIF as an outpatient. Kenyatta don't.
Kenyatta.
Yeah. So it is cash.
And of course, because of the illness, you have to, because of this condition, you have to go. Is it a condition or is it an illness, Jamani? I'm trying to get the right word. I'm so cautious with my words here. But because of
the condition.
It's now because of the condition, you still just have to go there, and because that is where you can get the support.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just forcing us to do that.
How about you? You also said you were in school. How about it?
Yeah, I'm in school.
What is the progress so far?
Yeah, progress. I still want to thank Bold. Actually, Bold has done miracle into my life. Yeah, you people, you are just amazing. I didn't know it will reach this far, but I really thank God for you. Yeah, there's a lady that Mark talked about. She also paid for my fee. Yeah, so school is to sawa.
Oh my goodness,
the exam part of which will be much there. Yeah, this lady, you are my second mom. Thank you so much, mommy. I know you will be watching this. May God really bless you where you are. And Team Bold, penye mmenitoa. Haki ningekwama Kenyatta. Ningekwama. And even about when ningetoka, I don't know, because you know, after where you got me at first, I was now taken to the general part. That place, Kevo, is so painful to see people dying, because they just die. People just die. Your neighbor dies. So like people die here, remain there.
Where we were is the general.
Yeah, the general.
And the other one is. No, I really struggled to know the difference. Even though I could know that one mtu ako kwake peke yake, but this one it was all over. So
yeah, that place, it's just God.
Wow. Wow. So your fees was sorted bit of?
Yeah, it's sorted. I really thank Mommy. I know you will watch this. Thank you so much. It's sorted. Only the exam part that.
No, the exam. When is the exam?
That will be next March. I'll do it on March or in July.
March next year.
Yeah.
How much is the exam fee?
It's 20K.
20K. We hope that will be
plus the graduation. It is only your one module remaining.
It's only one module, so if you get the 20K, you pay for that module. I believe somebody is going to pay. I believe somebody will go and pay it, and you just pick the receipt.
Amen, amen. Now I believe God can do. What God can't do doesn't exist.
What God can't do doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Wow.
Yeah, God, this is a true testimony. I really saw God in Canada.
So we were able to cover 1,043,000, I think totally.
Yeah.
1,043,000. And I also want to tell you that I have your 5,000 that I remained with.
Oh my God.
Don't say
Thank
this.
you so much.
I have your 5,000 that you are going to receive after this interview.
Thank you so much.
So that is cash I received on the day, I think when I was informing you that we had got some bit. Yes. David sent me, David Maina. This is so special to me because this fundraiser was we were reaching the deadline day and I had shared the 15 days extension and had not reached. And on that day when I said I remained with 37, one person sent 37,000. This not to mean that the person that sent 10 shillings did not add value.
Yes.
I want to take this opportunity first to thank Timbol because from the person that sent 10,000 to the person that sent 37 and there is the person that covered close to 81,000 on your end.
Yes.
Yeah, the school fees and I think she also paid the rent.
She only paid our rent for 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Asanteni sana. I don't know. I'm just so overwhelmed with this. I hope that guys, we stood with Sarah and with the Mark family. I am so glad that you reunited with Oscar. How did Oscar feel?
It was like a surprise because we used to talk sometimes. Would ask me, Mommy, when are you coming back? I will surprise you. One day you just see me. So when I went there, he was not yet from school. And then the last born of my brother told him in the stairs, Mommy, Yuko. So Uwanga, he was shouting Uwanga and got very mad because he knew this child was playing with his mind. He could not believe it actually. So when he opened the door and saw me, so like, Mommy, he was so surprised. We really hugged. Oh my God.
Oh goodness.
He was so happy. So
what's your advice for people who, because, but then did you mention the condition? What was the condition?
When I learned about the condition, when I learned about what was happening to me and what I was going through.
I keep looking. Did someone mention that word?
Oh my God. But the funny part of this story, when I was in that oxygen, people came, my friends came, they came to donate blood. Then my brother was there. The results they have already known. But I really thank God because he closed my ears. I didn't understand. Yeah, alifunga sikusikia. But my brother shouted.
Mungu alifunga usisikie.
Alifunga. My brother shouted, leukemia. He shouted. So I just saw people crying and walking out. But that word, now they came to tell me later. Even your brother said it and we thought you had. No, I didn't know. So when I came to know when I knew I had healed and I was to come back home. So on that day I was so happy. I was doing my practices now at was citizen because I was saying I'm strong. So I knew the following week I can even get back to work. By then I had not been given the chemotherapy, so I was a bit strong. So I was telling Mark, now to talk to the doctor, we go back home. I even called my manager by then and told him, and he said, oh, God is good. So on that evening, I really remember that day. On that evening, now Mark was forced to tell me. Mark was forced to tell me what was happening, because the professor told him he has to tell me because of the side effects. They can't do the treatment without me knowing. So he had to. It was forced now. So he came and told me, you know what? You are now starting your treatment. Which treatment? I was so surprised. Which treatment? And I was saying myself, I'm now okay at chemotherapy. Have everyone had that?
They
one?
call it in short chemo.
Yeah. So I asked him, I asked him which animal is that, and then I saw he was tense. What I did, I just took my phone, Google chemotherapy. Do you know what I saw? I now saw the leukemia, the blood cancer, the what, then went to the side effects. There are over 20 side effects. But I really thank God. Out of those side effects, it's only that now, my son was telling me yesterday, Mom, why are your nails black? And I was telling like, I have many blood, that's why it is, I don't know, compare yours and for daddy. Yours is now black. So that's the side effects I got. But that day, I don't know.
We are so glad. I'm so glad, and
but I really thank God for this man. He was also very strong, because what he underwent with my family, plus what I was going through. My brother was even telling him now, when he had saw that he had strength in me and the love. Let me say the love. So my brother was convincing him again, telling him, these little ladies don't get married. This that can say this and that. They don't get married because he is married to a Mkamba, and the other one to a Mkikuyu, the other one is a Luo. So he was still trying to convince him to leave me, because the party, I know the news about the dowry still. Yeah. So Mark told him, if I was to leave him, I would have done it right now, because even of her condition. So I didn't even know the condition I was in. I didn't know I was having that bad disease.
I remember. Let me just say something. I remember when I started the fundraiser. I think after 1 week, I think we had done 80,000, and then I informed Mark that we had reached 80,000. Then I think he felt like ni kama huyu jamaa sasa anafanya hii kitu peke yake, and is like now he's not adding any value to the fundraiser. Then he was telling me that he will get to Facebook page and inbox me for kiambia watu. Akiambia watu wamsajili, alikuwa anaingia kwa Facebook. Now you see the limit that he had to go. Wow. Yeah,
he really tried, and I really thank God for it. And one day I know what God did to me in Kenyatta, He'll still do it in any other way. We don't know which way, but I believe even the your part, because even if I died, He could not bury me. You know how the tradition is. Angenyang'anywa maiti.
Anaweza atoe ng'ombe.
Atoe ng'ombe. Ndio atoe maiti.
I'm glad that we can say this and you can smile about it.
I cried until I reached in a point. I told God, I will never cry again. There's a man who came into my room one day and found me crying. I really had pain. By then, the part of my family was really paining me so much. Then this guy told me, there's only one thing that kills a person that doesn't have a medicine, and that is pain. A disease can get treated, but pain can kill you slowly. So forget about the pain, focus on your treatment. And then I asked this one, because he used to come and preach, tell me some quotations in the Bible. We pray together actually, but he was just a worker there. Then I asked him, are you a pastor? He told me, no, I'm not a pastor, but it's like God always sends me to you. Every time I come here, I do find myself coming into your room to check on you. Then I told him, one day God will even bless you with a church. You will be a pastor one day, and you will remember me in Kenyatta. So he used to laugh, he used to come, and he really gave me strength. And I really thank those who stood by me, my friends. I was in Kenyatta without a family, but those friends took care of me.
And
They
I
really
also
took
need
care
to
of me.
mention that when we did the 20,000, the 50 shillings challenge, we were targeting 20,000 transactions, because the concept, and I need to give credit to one of the subscribers, Job Matangi. He is the person who I called him and he reached out to tell me, Kevin, just put it at 50 and talk to these people. I was in a position, I think, to receive around 8,000. I think around 8,000, not 8,000, 7,300 and something messages. So 7,300 people sent money.
Wow.
You don't have to understand it get, because there are those who paid for others. When you said 50,
God.
someone will send 1,000 and asema nimelipwa.
Yeah, and there's this lady called Anne Nyanyakach. This lady also have amazing heart. She told me now, she used to send me even 1,000 a day. And now when you introduce the 50 bob challenge, she shifted to 50 and send it daily until that last moment I went. And we've even never see each other. It's just a godsend. You guys, you are so amazing. You are so amazing. Actually, I can't even cry because of the happiness. I won't lie, I can't cry. I cried back then.
You cried
now
back then.
I can't cry because I'm happy God has done it. That pain left, and I'm really happy for you guys. May God really bless you.
Yes, guys, so that is the story of Sarah and the family. I want to say on behalf of the Team Bold, in a special way, thank you very much for doing this and empowering the society. We were doing this at a very critical time where every attention was on the politics, but I would break and make this a plea, and I believe that this is just the genesis of, this will not be an excellence of the genesis, or rather we are going to continue, and in due course, maybe after some time, we'll sit down and find out how we can also impact the society through the voice of Sarah by doing a lot of other charity work in the society. So thank you guys, and kindly subscribe to our channel. Apart from the political analysis, we'll always get to the stories that touch the common man, and with this we shall empower the society. My name is Kevin Oduor.